Holy howdy to you, expanding beautiful gifts of creation. Today's spiritual nectar is about Anthony de Mello's radical transformation, who was born in India and was a priest and psychotherapist. His book, 1 Minute Wisdom, has touched me since 1988. I've used his stories in this book for over 4 decades in classroom settings and writings. Anthony, also known by Tony, shared this story of a meeting that someone that turned his life upside down. Tony said, quote, my life was turned upside down. It revolutionized my life. I became a new man. This truth was right there before my eyes, but I did not recognize it. End of quote. What was this life-transforming experience he had? I'm so glad you asked, beautiful soul. Tony was born in Bombay, British India, so the story of awakening happened on the streets of India, and in particular the city of Calcutta. It was another man who impacted Tony. This man was a rickshaw puller named Ram Chandra. This very poor man, according to the so-called world ways, opened the eyes of Tony mentally and spiritually. Pulling a rickshaw for a living is a very difficult experience. It's back-breaking work. And the lifespan of a driver is anywhere between 10 to 12 years from when they start pulling the rickshaw. Ram Chandra also had tuberculosis. And at that time, the organized crime ring was engaging in illegal activity with these rickshaw drivers. What these crime rings were doing was exporting skeletons. So they preyed upon the impoverished rickshaw drivers because of their short lifespans. So Ram Chandra sold a skeleton while he was still alive for $10. When the rickshaw driver passed away, these people would come and remove the body and take the body away. Ram Chandra had a wife, children, and all the squalor, misery, and disease that comes with abject poverty. And he had sold his skeleton to support his family. Tony has written that you would think this rickshaw puller would not know joy in his life. But Ram Chandra had a great heart. Nothing seemed to faze him. Nothing seemed to upset him. That is a very powerful way to ponder on, beautiful one. Tony asked Ram Chandra, why aren't you upset with your life situation? Ram Chandra asked, about what? And Tony said, your future, the future of your kids. The answer from Ram Chandra is astounding. He said, I'm doing my best, and the rest is in the hands of God. Tony then asked him, but what about your sickness that causes suffering, doesn't it? Ram Chandra said, a bit, but I have to take life as it comes. Tony writes that he never saw Ram Chandra in a bad mood. Never. As Tony came to know him, he realized he was in the presence of a living mystic. Tony said, quote, I was in the presence of life. It was right there in front of me. He was alive and I was dead. End of quote. I sit on the back deck of Oneness every day and I look at the birds and dragonflies and coyotes and frogs and rabbits, and they're taken care of. I think of the tree people and the wild plants and flowers and how they are taken care of. 1.3 billion people in 107 developing countries, which account for about 22% of the world's population, live in multi-dimensional poverty. 60% of the world doesn't even have toilets. So Ram Chandra lived like a king within his essence. He was living from his heart in such deep ways. And Tony wrote, Ram Chandra's life demonstrated a deep understanding of the loveliness and the beauty of this experience we call human existence. Ram Chandra transcended the reactions of no inner conflict, no tensions, no pressures, not being upset, no heartache. Again, there's some powerful pondering to do with this mystic's lifestyle. All of us are here to transcend, and there are all things for each and every one of us that we need to let go of. Tony said, for each one of us, quote, there is the discovery of the queen and king that we're all born to be, end of quote. Yes, we can be like queens and kings within us, but what a powerful way to live from the inside out instead of the outside in. You are one of a kind. You are so amazing. Remember to be you because everyone else is taken. Precious ones, thanks for stopping by. Big sky hugs to you. Have a wonderful and meaningful day. Till next time, take care.